Hello, this is Simona. This is part 2 of my snippets from my desk video. I cleaned all of my fountain pen stuff away and now I'm on to the journaling part because I really want to talk about it. And so I decided, you know what, we'll just make 2 videos. I've been struggling. No, I haven't actually. Look at how this looks. It's not decorated yet. I'm still having these 2 last weeks in here, and I hope to be able to get to at least one of them where I just write one of those synopses of the weeks here so that I don't forget what was important. Like my puppy knows how to swim. That's something that happened in these 2 weeks and I want to write it down. But I think I'm going to move this out of the journal. I want to film a flip through of this as well at some point. So this is necessary. All right, I'm going to put this away. But I've been wanting to do something a little different for a while now. I even started the year. I need to remember to link that video. I did a full-on, oh my gosh, this is an emergency. I want to use a Hobonichi cousin for my journal, and I've already bought all the things. What do I do? Video. That's what I filmed. And just before 2024 started. So I have had this idea of going a little bit bigger for a while. Let me write that down. Link emergency video, December 2023. But I decided to stick with this, and I'm actually pretty happy that I stuck with it because I don't think, here's that 1 week that I talked about last week where I didn't journal anything at all. This is this week that ends today on Sunday, July 21st. But so I'm glad I have this format. But I'm still feeling like sometimes I have things that I would like to add to this that are just too big, that would occupy so much space on this page that I don't have room for anything else. And I've also really basically wanted to copy Brandy Kincaid and her A5 journal for a long time. But I haven't dared to do so just yet. And then I watched another video. I'm gonna write link here. So Brandy shares her journal, a flip through, I think, of her full journal. Maybe I can find that and link it. Link. I know that she has a highlight in her Instagram stories that you can watch if you're interested to see the style. It is similar to this one. Maybe mine was inspired by her. Probably is, because I'm not blind, and when I like things, I automatically am drawn to trying them myself. But it's definitely different enough to make me want to emulate her style. And then I saw Jill Larson here on YouTube. She shared her daily journal just recently. And that got me thinking about, yes, I would love to do this. What I loved about her journal is that she uses her fountain pens and writes, but it's also decorated. So it's basically similar to what this is. And I thought I wanted to do this. And so instead of going out and buying another journal, I decided I'm going to do this in here. It lasted for 2 days. And I think the main reason why it only lasted for 2 days is because I do not like MD paper, especially not the cream paper. I have not a big problem with cream Tomoe River paper, but I don't like the MD yellow paper. So I am actually going to sell all 4 of these. This is a white one, but it's a plain MD paper insert. I would rather use a Tomoe River paper insert than this one. This is the Kyoto cream paper clear insert. This is the Diner insert. And this is the Traveler's Hotel insert. Yes, I know. These are fun covers. I have kept them in my stash for a while. I have no use for them. I would rather have them sold to a good home. And yeah, I would like to get $10 for each of those notebooks plus shipping. So I'm not subsidizing the shipping. The true cost for shipping, the true cost for this notebook is 10. I don't know if that's if that's too low or if that's too high. If it's too low, then that's your gain. If it's too high, then nobody will buy them. I'm gonna let these here for now. When I'm releasing them to the public, I will also post on Instagram about those notebooks. That was one realization. I do not like this paper to use with my fountain pens. And I actually also do not like when there is no grid, no layout. And the reason, so then I thought, I saw on Amazon that the Amazon Hobonichis are for 2024 are so low. Like, you can get a day-free A5 for 25 bucks, I believe. It was so cheap that I actually thought, even if I just keep it in my stash for a while, it's fine. But there's 2 reasons why I didn't do that. 1, I have a lot of notebooks in my stash already. 2, I don't like the quotes. I for the use that I would have for the day free, it just bothers me. I don't like it. So why would I spend money on something that I don't like? I thought, well, I could get the Hobonichi Avec and then just use that and do a daily journal in it. If you've listened to my other videos recently and seen how much I've filled this up, there is space for a week. I can do that. But would I be able to fill an A5 page on a daily basis? Probably not. So what I am looking for is a bigger size with a similar setup. And yes, of course, I could do a plain notebook, but that's something that I'm really afraid of. I love the layout that is here. This makes me just, this works for me really well. So I don't even know who I watched. Oh yeah, I watched Ruan Paper, and he talked about the Take a Note A5 planner. And it just hit me. This is the perfect journal for me for 2025. Not going to change it right now. I don't even know if I could get one. But it makes a lot of sense for me to move to that. I still have kind of a binding number of pages that I would want to use every week. The Take a Note is 1 week on 2 spreads, so on 4 pages. There is weekly on this side, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that is 1 week. So I would first of all, I would have a bigger page. Second of all, I would have 2 pages per week. And I think that's exactly the amount of pages that I would want to spread out without wasting much. There is I don't think there's any or many blank pages in the back. There is monthlies in the front, which, hello, even though it would mean I wouldn't use Hobonichi Weeks for my Happy Mail journal. That's okay. I just used it for a Happy Mail journal because I had it. But that would totally work. The monthlies would be totally enough for me in an A5 size to have a incoming and outgoing mail log. And there is space enough around the pages to do, you know, some leftover decoration, something that I want to save from the letter. I could stick it down there. And then there is not a lot of any more pages that need to be used. So I feel that could be a really good compromise between going to a daily journaling practice, but I could write bigger paragraphs if I wanted to. I could add a postcard without, you know, taking away so much space that I couldn't fit any more around it. And I'm so excited about this idea. I know that I really love it when I just know that I would prefer challenging myself to make a spread on a pre-printed page on a layout like this, even if I'm like, I just needed to neglect it. But if it's blank, I don't even know where to start. For me, these lines here are guidelines. Sometimes I use the outer edges as guidelines. Here I used the bottom as a guideline. Maybe I can show you some other, like here I wrote what is happening on this space right here, which is this blank space right here. This is it just is inviting to become a title line for me, for my eyes. You would probably say, you can't do that. This is not how this works. That's totally fair. I totally get where you're coming from, but I do have that. For me, having all of those things present help me find a layout easier than I used to do. So that would be so cool if I could use that in 2025. And why did I decide on a planner in 2024 on July 21st? Well, actually probably more like July 18th, because my head started spinning and hyper-focusing on this idea. And having done my research, I now know that pre-orders are happening starting in August, sometime in August. So I will keep my eye out for those. I don't have to buy something that I might just put into my stash because it's a good deal. And I also don't want to keep on, you know, circling around that idea that I want to change something, but I don't know what. If for some reason at the end of the year I say, well, no, that's not what I want to do, that's okay. I'm not really going to try, and I do think that I want to buy one backup planner just in case it doesn't work out for me. But that's an undated planner that I can then use some other time. And I am currently trying to figure out what I want to stick onto the outside of this journal, the second half. And I purchased these stickers, this one, and where is the other one? this one from Goulet Pens a while ago to pass along to friends. And I bought double so the parting with the stickers would be easier. And I just pulled them out and thought, why don't I just decorate? They're not getting better if I don't use them. And maybe I'll use this one on my ink journal in 2025. Ink journal is going to be a Tomoe River paper. I know that for sure right now in A5 size. Yeah, and then I'm good. I don't know. We'll see. So what I'm thinking of doing today is not bore you again with all the things that I did this week in order to fill this journal spread. What I want to do instead is get a grip on this. Yup. I have been filling this Galen leather thingy-majig. Wow, my language is perfection. I have been filling this with all the new things that I got for a while, and I feel a bit overwhelmed. So I thought maybe we can go through this together, just like I often do, and make piles in order to figure out what I can pass on, what I want to put back into my stash, and yeah, I think that's what I want to do. And maybe I want to use some of this. I said shopping list is here, and then try. I've been wondering or thinking about, because the A5, of course, right? Of course, in my other video from today, so that's why I'm repeating this, I've been wondering or thinking that, you know, I have this beautiful Galen leather cover for my letter writing. If I'm getting an A5 weekly journal, this would be amazing to have the journal inside. Try. TH. Do I have another I? No. Try this. Okay, then let's do that. Try this. And this is my San Francisco pen show journal, kind of. The first year I had several of the people that I met sign it and kind of decorate it. The second year I put all the things that I tested some things out. Here was the plan that I wanted to bring to my friends, vendors I wanted to check out. So that's exactly what I want to write here. Try this, check out. So C, H. And the reason why I'm using the sticker sheet is so that I can get rid of it. Check. C, K, and I think when I'm done with this, I'm just gonna say, this is good enough for me. Check out. O, U, T. There's quite a bit of letters on there still. If I was going to send out basically, this is all the stuff that I have used, would you appreciate having this in your envelope, or would you say, well, she's just too scared to throw it away? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm really hesitant. you can still harvest this. There's not a lot you can make. Eyes out of this T, or out of a U, or an L could be an I. There's 2 more E's. There's lots of A's. So is this still usable, or am I dreaming? But I'm going to put this to the giveaway pile unless a million people say, what the heck? We feel like trash cans. This one I used already once. I want to keep this, but I want to put this away for now. The question is, every time I do this, so like, see this is really big. And if I put this in here, I can use this on a week when not a lot of stuff happened. But I thought that if I have 2 A5 pages per week, I could actually, like, you know, if I have a deeper issue, that sounds weird, or if I wanted just to write more than just a tiny bit, you know, I could do that in here. And I don't necessarily need to have a separate journal, maybe to vent, you know, one of those fuck you journals, those I hate the world and everything is going wrong journals. I could have one of those, but it could be on paper that I then throw away even. But if I have something that is on my mind that I want to write more about, I could actually incorporate possibly maybe that into 2 weekly spreads, you know. So I like that idea so much, and I want to do it. And I would love to hear your input. Not that I'm going to listen to it, but it would be fun to hear what you have to say. Now, where am I going? See, these things, I talked about that. And then here, planner N1 horizontal. That is something that I'm really thinking of, is to get the standard size sterling ink horizontal planner for 2025, because sometimes I take this planner with me, but it's very rarely that I do. And it would give me just that tiny smidgen more space to write, to do a daily log. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely delusional and this is fine, because as you can see, I wrote a lot of things down here this past week. Basically 0. I'm glad that this, I think I'm going to put into my junk journal. I have not used this enough. Friends, I have something to show you. Oh my gosh, hold on. Not only do I have tons of washi, I also have tons of washi samples. Yep, it's a what the fuck moment in my life again. Look at all these Kita tapes. I need to use some of them. So let's just pick one. Look at these. I even put those into my here, and I never used them. Here. Oh, maybe I need to use my sticker release paper more. I'm going to put this to the side and this to the side because I already have those in here. And then let me just, I feel like even if I don't write much more, I can use more ephemera. So this is the one that I'm going to use. Yes, I have so much stuff that I will never ever use in my life. This I'm going to just add to, where am I going to add this to? Do I have scissors somewhere close by? Never ever in my life do I have the things that I need. Well, I'm going to cut this down later. This is something that I don't need. Yeah, the postcard was in here. I think I'm going to put this into the stash that I'm going to use in September. I already have a really cool idea about things that I want to do in September. Well, September is another 30 inks, 30 days month. I need water. And I thought that I could possibly, no, that doesn't fit, do 30 inks, 30 days, 30 postcards. Yeah, and I think I'm going to just put this and this. This one I thought might work really well out here somewhere. What if I put this down here, or maybe up here? This actually, the color, I want the text of this one, but the color of that one. Okay, whatever. So this one I'm going to stick into my sticker release book here. What I do is I just open it up, and the first empty space that I find, it goes down. So this is the journaling supplies that I'm currently using. My friend Amy sent me more of this, which I love. This looks so good. I find it hard to use, but I did use it quite a bit already. So how am I going to put this in? Am I going to put this in here? Maybe not, because ta-da-da-da, I have a full book of washi. Yes, I do. I'm not a bad human per se, but I'm definitely a good hoarder. This one is empty. I can throw this away. I want to put this in my sticker release book, and these two, this one goes in here. And then I want to put those in there as well. And this one I have found. Oh, she also sent this one. I want to use this like right now. So this is a definite use. This one in my sticker release book. What was I going to say? This one here is really hard to cut apart. I just ordered one roll-up sample thingy majiggy, and these are super tiny. Oh, look at the little teapot. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. It's tough to take off. So yeah, I try to make sure that I just stick stuff into my sticker release book. Most of the time I have no rhyme or reason for it. And I do have another one of those in my stash. So once this is filled up, I'm gonna bring out the other one. My original idea was to cut out all of the washi tapes that I have, those PET tapes, and stick them in, but I need to stay realistic, and that was just a fever dream, I believe, because I don't have, I'd rather do something else. I have time, but I'd rather do something else in the time that I am here. And then if I'm I'm here, and then if I'm babysitting the puppy when he's awake, he needs constant supervision because he gets into all the things. It's just too hard to have scissors, pointy scissors there when I need to get up and tell him to get off there, to get out there. Yes, I know it's not ideal. We could this is our living room and dining room area are fenced off with baby gates, but we can't empty out the whole thing. And if I would put up a my puppy is almost as tall as a small calf. Sometimes I call him little Kalb, kleines Kälbchen, because he just looks so big. Gangly legs and such. So, what did we do? What did we get ourselves into? But yeah, we cannot clean out, like I can't take out my bookshelf, but sometimes he starts grabbing books, and then he needs to be maybe not necessarily entertained per se, but he definitely needs to be told what he can and cannot do. This is a writing board. I'm gonna put that in here. Get your hopes up. I want to put this on the here maybe. Yeah. And I'm annoyed. It's okay. I think I need to cut this off because this is just not large enough to fold it over, but it's also not sticking out. This one is so lovely. This was in the stationery selection box. I have an unboxing video. I think if you're watching this as a Ko-fi member, then it's coming up. If you're not, then unboxing. It's gonna be there. On my channel already. Selection. I used those in here, and then I also used it here, and I really like how that turned out. Here, this was a week again as when my sister was still here, and I got so many things. I put so much new stuff, too much, and then I wrote how I don't regret any of these purchases, but it borders overwhelm already again. So I need to be really careful what I'm getting in, what I'm letting into my stationery stash and what I don't let in. Oh man. These I loved and I just couldn't make them work. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so weird about that. I put them, I had last year, I put them on the dates. And I thought that was such a cool idea. But when I got around to journaling on those, I took them off again. Do I have a sticky notes? Oh, no. Sticky notes, not here. I wanted to write down what things I want to use. I often, besides having stickers and stuff right here, I sometimes like curate a smaller, did I just say sticky notes and stuff? Ephemera right in this box. I sometimes curate a smaller selection of items. Like I put this here, so I could put stamp Kita in sticker book. That could be one weekly theme. Use. So yes, so I wanted to sticker the dots somewhere. I'm getting close to being done with this. There are still some open spaces in between. This is where I started cutting apart this this washi tape. you know what? I'm just going to stick this in here like that. And then I'm going to, I thought I had already put away all of this, but somehow I didn't. So I'm going to put this in here with it. And then there's more even. This one I want to give away. I know already. So where was that? Here. I love these, but again, I need to be realistic. I wanted to cut them out, put them in my sticker release book. That's not going to happen. And some of those quotes, you know, sometimes I would love to have a space for those, but they, as I said, this size is not really conducive to these things. I haven't read this series yet. Maybe I need to try and put, I think I talked about this before. I guess this is a note-taking book right now here. Read, yeah, what's that called? What's there? Jessica Townsend. I think this is the 4th book. I know that my son loved this series, and I need to ask him if he already read the 4th one. I think this is the 4th one. And then maybe pre-order it from the library, or put it on hold. You don't pre-order it. I'm going to put this here. And actually, this quote, like, I don't know what to tell you, Mog, Jupiter sighed. Some people are brave bullies. Some people are friendly cowards. I would really love to find out the context of this quote. Deep breath. I think I wanted to put this in my notebook, in my journal, but maybe I'm just going to fill this with smaller items and again give them away. This is not my dog, so I'm gonna put that to the side. There are stars. Sometimes you deserve a gold star, right? You should give yourself one. What I'm going to do here is basically mimicking this differently though. And then I want to write I survived. Maybe I can watercolor behind here. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna take this out. What is this going to be? Is this a journal session? How? Why? How did that happen? I really like that I used to have, I don't really know where you crapped out because my battery was completely drained. So I'm just going to repeat myself, possibly. I really love having my fountain pens with my watercolor palette because that's my ideal journaling setup. And I haven't used that lately because it just was too far away, too far out of reach. So I think what I'm going to do is trace the star later, but I'm not going to do that right now. I just found this in here. And I love how how vibrant the colors are. So I'm just going to stick this down here. I feel like it mimics or pulls out some of the colors up here. And so it brings all of that together. Oh, scissors. I know there was a problem. Where are they? I do not know. That's unfortunate. Why are they not here though? Oh, on the floor. So I think where red, yellow, just before. Yeah, I think, what if I do it all across the page? That could be fun too. So if you haven't watched Emily Correa's 10-part series, I think she's on part 6 right now, where she talks about, first of all, she's doing a traveler's notebook because she was inspired by me. And now I'm going to switch in 2025. Well, that's unfortunate, but she has quite some gaps, which I personally think that's okay. Well, I don't know if it's okay. I think it's a good indicator for figuring out why it's not filled in. Do you not take the time? Is it not as important for you? What do you need in order to be able to journal all the time? I think I'm going to do this across the page. And so what she does for One Book July is she decided, I'm going to line this up with this. No, I'm not. She decided that she's going to make a 10-part series where she's catching up in her journal, in sprints. So maybe she is putting background color down for all of her spreads. And she's inspired by me. That doesn't mean that she's copying exactly the same things as I do. I think being inspired is awesome, and that's exactly what you should do. But you shouldn't expect yours to look exactly the same way as mine, because you're you and I am me. And because I do things my way and you do things your way, when you're inspired by someone, then first of all, you shouldn't have the expectations that it's going to look the same, because it's not going to. And you should always, I think it's a good thing that there is something of you in those pages. So she does background color. I don't really necessarily do any background color. Maybe I did previously, but I don't really do that anymore. And that's, that's the evolution of your journal. I think if I'm looking at the first pages of my 2024 and the first pages of my 2023 journal, you will see that probably they're made by the same person, but they might not look the same. I mean, that's exactly the cool thing about that they're not. But I think that's super cool. That's what you want, right? You want to be inspired by someone, to try something, and then take what works for you and your journal and your journaling practice, and leave what's not for you and your journaling practice behind. And I often achieve that by basically copying copying one spread of that person that inspires me very closely. Like if they have decoration here, I have decoration here. If they have a title here, I have a title here. So it's my writing and my experiences that are on the page, but I am looking for similar sized ephemera. I'm looking for the layout is going to be the same, and then I can see what works for me and what doesn't. And then the next page, I still have that, you know, that inspiration that I tried the previous page, and then I can branch out and get back to my own creativity and do the things that I, you know, do the things that I took from that person in my way. I saw this. So if for some reason you fall behind and something doesn't fill up, I think that's a good indicator that maybe the way you thought you were going to do it, you were going to journal, is not how reality is. And you need to figure out what you need to do in order to make what you thought was going to happen work for you and adjust. Maybe it's as simple as dedicating 10 minutes every day to not fill it in at the end of the week, because maybe the time block that you have at the end of the week just doesn't allow for sitting down for, I don't know how long this takes, 1.5 hours or so. And if you do 10 minutes every day, then maybe you do this cluster and start writing here, and then next time you come back you write this, and then you figure out that now you want this, and then you stick this down. Now how do you want to write about that? Oh, okay, I can do this right here. And then this is actually how I started. I put this here, I did this, I decided to put this down here, then I put it here, and then I was wondering, then I saw that, then I stuck that down, then I thought, this makes kind of like, this thing opens up this space, so maybe I want to write here. And then I talked about this, then I did this, and that's how I filled this spread. So I received this from Karina, and for some reason I can't get those butterflies on the page. And I already think that they don't work on this spread. So not this spread. Is there another spread? Maybe what I'm going to do is just give this away. Done. So. And then I'm going to put these in my sticker book. And I think these gold stars I'm going to pass along to the person who gets this envelope. And if you were wondering if I have been keeping up with my giveaways or not, I can tell you right now, I have not. I have put away envelopes and stuff. I have a ton of ink samples that I want to pass along to someone, but I haven't taken the time to actually send those out. And the first thought that I had was, well, what a bad person am I? I promised them to do that. And then I thought, you know what? I am doing this out of the goodness of my own heart. And even though I said I was going to do it, I'm just going to take as much time as I need to. Those ink samples are already bagged up. And I would rather write a letter to a real friend that is expecting one from me than sending ink samples to random strangers. I don't have random stranger capacity right now. So when I'm talking about giving away these ephemera pieces, and I'm asking if you would like that alphabet sticker sheet, I am going to put that in an envelope, and then maybe when the days get longer, I believe shorter, because it's darker out earlier. So come fall, maybe October, that's closer than we think. I will just take the whole shebang and send out 5 ink sample packages and 5 envelopes at the same time. And who cares? Do you care? I don't know. You tell me in the comments down below. I don't. So I'm doing what I find is good for me. But if you think that's something that I need to be concerned about, then maybe I'll just not give away things anymore. Because, yeah, I have stumbled across my own words. I have decided that I will just do the things the way that they feel good for me. So, do I need those? Oh, this is so annoying. So this I think I need to put away because this is totally a spring sticker sheet. And this is what I mean by when I say that I have way too many things. Way too many things. But I also think that there will be a time for those stickers in 2025 when I'm using a bigger sticker book, right? Yes, you just say yes and nod and let me have that illusion for myself. I'm gonna give this away. I'm annoyed by this, to be honest. So these need to go into a journal right now, or if not, then I need to stick them onto I'm gonna also give those away. And I need to stop being afraid of using these, but to be honest, I'm always so honest. I don't know why I say this all the time. This feels totally like fall. So what I'm going to do is put this into October, possibly. How much is in October? Not that much. Yeah, that works. And then I'm going to use it in October. What does August? I don't have anything, but I have something in September here. And then, no, August is this. What? I think I totally messed this up. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. This kind of looks more like September. Is this happening in August? No. This is September. And then I have this one in August. This is also September. There's lots in September. There's nothing in August. This is so neat. I'm gonna put this in October. Oh my God. See, this one is also so big. Yeah, I think that I came up with this idea, or that the idea that room paper got me onto is perfect for me. I am just going to stick this in here right now. I really it's like I'm giddy with excitement, and then I'm starting to use it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is not going to work for me. No, I actually think that that is going to be perfect. I considered briefly to maybe think, you know what, B6 would be cool, a daily journal in B6, but then again, I don't think that I mean, I could do daily journaling, but also I don't think that's going to happen. So, cool. I like that. I want to put this up on the wall. Did I tell you about my pin board idea? Yep. Just telling you that I have frames in my shelves, sitting in my shelf right now, but I have not used them yet. So this is a cool one. This is exactly how my dog looks sometimes. So I'm gonna stick this in here. Then I have, this is so cute. Cat. What else do I have? I think I'm gonna use these for notes for friends, even though I love these, but I can pass these along. Then I have these. What are those? Do I need those? I can put them in here. For now, this one goes into my thingy majiggy beep, beepity bob. Oh, there's so many hairs. Oh, I love this. Isn't this just the cutest? I'm gonna include this in my giveaway. This one too. Oh, I remember I wanted to use this as a, what if I put this right here? Yup, totally. That's what I kept it for, actually. So I need to put this to the side. And if it's crooked, it's okay. I used a lot of these, for sure. I want to write about not sleeping well. This goes into my thing. Oh, I could put this into my book journal. Yep, totally happening. I have a page decorated with a notepad paper. And then I'm just gonna wear right here. Oh, the question is though, is this even, oh yeah, it's okay. Lovely. And yes, so if you're wondering if sometimes, you know, there might be a better place for this sticker sometime in the future, but maybe I wouldn't use it sometime in the future, and this is a really good place to be for it. I have been thinking about when this is done, just using a regular passport insert so I can write a little bit more about the books. Not sure yet. I think, so I have read 31 books so far. It's past the middle of the year. And this is how many pages for 2024. So let's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can totally fit 2025 in here as well. And that's okay. I'm not mad about this at all. So, next one. I'm going to cut this out. All right. So, this could be more a November possibly thing, you know, because he wears a knitted hat. Or October even. No, October is a lot. November is good. Nice, I like that. Or even if I'm not using it in November, I can use it in January or so. Like when you usually wear a hat, that's when. So this goes in here. I'm just gonna stick this in here so it doesn't remind me of my sticker failures. I haven't used those yet, and I don't know why. What if I'm just gonna put one on the back, or is that... Nope, not happening. Maybe I'll just put them to the side for now, and then this one my friend Claudia made. I like it. I think I added this, one of the stickers, into one of my journals. She sent me two, I think. What if this... Nope. This could fit. And I'm just going to comment right now. How did I put this here? Okay, I think I'm done sticking stuff on the front of this cover for now. I can use scissors to cut this off. And I think I'm going to leave this for like that for now. And if I find... What is this? So I'm not looking for more stickers to put on the front. I think that's totally good. If I find some random sticker that I want to put on the back, I can. I'm also open to adding more, but I'm not actively looking for it anymore. It depends what happens, you know. I find these note papers so hard to use. I think I'm going to put this away for now. I haven't used this. Same with this one. Same with this one. I wanted to use that, but I haven't. See, this could work. This would work more in a fall setting, which we don't have just yet. September. Who knows what I'm thinking then. The papers that I want to put to the side. I still haven't used this yet. What the heck? I think I'm going to give this away. And these actually are all some stuff that I want to put onto my wall. But I still have the frames. I haven't even actually done those yet. And this I'm just going to put away. And then I have a fresh start. What I often do is just go through my stickers, and then when something feels relevant, I put it here, and then it fills up automatically with stuff. And then I pull from this stuff for a while until I go through it again and use it up, give it away, put it in an envelope. And that's exactly how this is going to go for me. So, but what am I going to do with this right now? I don't know yet. I definitely need to get the hair out of here. Yeah, this was fun. I should do this more often. I feel refreshed. What this does for me most of the time is it makes me... As you see, as you saw, I've been using things. So it makes me want to be in my journal more. It just gets my creative juices flowing so much. And I like that. I hope you enjoyed going through all of those things with me as well. I'm just going to do what I did on the other side. This is one of those things if you want to have a cohesive notebook or journal, even if it's different on every page. If you do the same kind of stuff repeatedly, it makes it look like it belongs together, even though it's vastly different every time. Yep, I like this, and I want to use this soon. So, thank you so much for watching. Was there any rhyme or reason to this? Yes, I needed to talk about my journal findings. And I needed to talk about this with friends because my family doesn't understand my excitement and my frustrations. So, thanks so much for being you. Thanks so much for being here. I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye.